Don't go into the JAMB exam hall without watching this first. So in this video, I'll be sharing the things you need to know and do on the exam day before you go into the exam hall and while you're in the hall writing your exam. So stick around to the end so that you can get all of the tips. First, arrive early to the exam hall. I cannot overemphasize this, and this is very important. You don't want to be looking for the venue on the day of the exam. Plan to arrive early at least 30 minutes to 1 hour before the scheduled time for checking in. This alone would help reduce your anxiety, so make sure you arrive early. Number 2, eat something light or drink water. I remember when I also took the JAMB and I woke up early, got to the venue early, but there were some delays before we started the exam. And so by the time we were about to check in, I was already feeling hungry and I was still be in the exam hall for another 2 hours. Thankfully, I took something light and that really helped me because I was able to think and brainstorm during the paper. This may not work for everyone. You may still prefer not to eat, and that's fine if it works for you. But if you know that you are really hungry, that may affect you during the exam, and try to eat something, maybe a snack, before you get into the exam. Now let's get to the point when you enter the exam hall and sit in front of that computer. This takes us to the third tip. Number 3, you do not have to click start immediately you enter the exam hall. So after you fill in your JAMB registration number, you can take a deep breath and say a quick prayer before you click start and begin the exam. At this point, you are probably very nervous and you want to try to calm yourself down before you begin the exam. I remember doing this, and what I did during this time was to remind myself that this was just another exam like all the mock exam I had taken, and so it was okay to be calm. So after this, I said a quick prayer before I clicked start and began the exam. You can do the same. Number 4, start with your strongest subjects. So the JAMB exam allows you to pick the subjects you want to start with. I advise strongly that you start with your strongest subjects, right? So if it is English, you can start with English, or if it's math, commerce, CRS, start with your strongest subject and plan to finish it on time. Now you started the exam, let's get into time management tips to help you ensure you finish before 2 hours. Number 5, time and pace yourself properly. So once you click start, the timer goes off and starts counting down immediately. You have 2 hours for this exam, so you should plan to spend about 30 minutes on English and 20 to 25 minutes on the remaining 3 subjects, giving you about 10 to 15 minutes to review your answers before submitting. This can vary, especially if you are stronger in some subjects, but you need to have an idea of the time you would allocate for each subject. This is important because when you start English, for instance, and in your head you know you have about 30 minutes for English, when you check the timer and you see how much time you have left, then you know that you have to hurry up if you've been slow because you have to get to the other subjects. So it is very important to have an idea of that time allocation in your head and pace yourself properly. This doesn't mean you should rush the questions, because it is also important to read the instructions before answering the questions, but at the same time you need to be fast. Number 6, flag and write down difficult questions so that you can go back to review them. So in the exam hall, when you encounter any question that is taking your time, taking longer than necessary, you can pick any of the options, but ensure you do not leave it blank. Then in the rough paper that you are given, or on your mock slip, just in case you aren't given rough paper, write down those questions, write down the number so that you know that this is a question you weren't sure, because you actually picked an answer, and then go back to review them if you have time left. So this is something I did during my exam and it really helped me. Although I wasn't able to review all the questions I flagged and wrote down that were giving me issues, I was able to review some of them, but I didn't have to worry as well because I picked one of the options anyway. So when it was close to the time to submit, I submitted knowing that I still picked an answer for those questions. And number 7, aim to finish before the time for the exam elapses and submit your exam. It doesn't matter if you're not able to finish before the time elapses. Your answers will be saved and will still be scored. However, it is more advisable to finish some minutes before the exam so that you can click submit yourself and submit your exam. That's it for the 7 tips you should ensure you follow on the day of your exam. We are rooting for you at Gifted Brain Academy and we wish you success in your exam. Let us know the dates you are writing your JAMB exam and we'll be in the comments to cheer you up. See you in the next one.